What's up, guys? This is Rail Chief here, and welcome back to another unboxing and review here on my channel. As always, my name is Mike, and we have another great show for you all today. Now, I know I promised you guys this video for quite a while now, and it's been delayed a couple times, but we do have some unfinished business when it comes to the Roxana train show, which I've been to a couple of months ago. And this is pretty much the rest of the inventory that I purchased when I was at the show with my dad. So I'm going to be showing you guys what else I bought at the show since then. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first item that I wanted to share with you guys today is this Plasticville Firehouse, which was made around the mid-50s by Plasticville. As you can see, it's in very nice looking shape. It's pretty much all completed, sort of. And not exactly mint condition, but in very nice condition nonetheless. Now, there are a couple of pieces missing here and there, one of which is, of course, the back part of the chimney on the roof here. Now, I'm thinking about either buying a replacement part off of eBay, or I'm thinking about making one myself. I haven't really decided yet. And also, the doors on the front of the Firehouse are a little bit dirty. This one on the right side is a little bit more dirtier than this one. And then I gotta see if I could go along the roof here and clean some of this gunk off the edge of the roof. Now, I actually did have one of these Firehouses when I was younger, but oddly enough, I only had the box. I didn't really have the rest of the pieces. The only pieces that I had was this little thing, which goes in the center of the roof here. But for some reason, this one is a little bit too big, so I gotta see if I can find the smaller version of this piece. And like I said, with a little bit of work and ingenuity, this thing should look pretty much as good as new. I'm also thinking about adding a couple of figures and some fire trucks to the Firehouse once it's all done. So this is going to be a really fun project to work on. So make sure you guys stay tuned for an update for this in the near future. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next item. Okay, so next up, the second item that I wanted to share with you guys today in this video is, of course, this beautiful reproduction of the 6464 boxcar. However, this version is painted for the UPS company, and this is also the 100th anniversary sentimental edition for the UPS company. And then the number of this car is 6-39326, and this car features die-cast metal trucks and couplers, like it says on the side of the box here. And this car was made by Lionel around 2008. So let me go ahead and take this out of the package here to give you guys a better look at the car itself. Now, for those of you guys who know me very well here on this channel, I'm always a sucker for anything related to 6464 boxcars. But as you can see, everything here is pretty much all completed, except for a couple of problems, similar to what I showed you guys with the fire station earlier before. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there are some springs missing here on the bottom, and when I took this out of the package, the entire truck underneath the car here literally just fell apart. So I'm going to have to see if I can get a replacement truck for this, and thankfully, that shouldn't be too hard to track down. But other than that, it's a very nice looking car. And last but not least, the very last item that I wanted to show you guys here is one of the most unique items that me and my dad picked up at the Roxana train show. And this, of course, is a Union Pacific generator car, which was made specifically for the Lionel Collectors Club Association from 2006. Basically, what I'm saying is this is basically a collector's car. And like I said, it's one of the most unique items that we ever saw at the train show. And the number of this car is 6-524 412. So let me go ahead and take it out of the box. And thankfully this box isn't torn either. It's in a very nice shape. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, it's basically a reproduction of the 3530 generator car, which Lionel put out in 1956. The only difference is this car doesn't really do that much, to be honest. It's only just for show. But as you can see, it's built beautifully. It's got a very nice looking paint scheme. Of course, being in the Union Pacific, of course. We got the generator inside the car here, which is repainted silver. We also got a black tank underneath, as well as some die-cast sprung trucks and couplers. Let me just turn that around. We also see that the car has these little porthole plugs, you know, plugged in. It's even got two swinging doors on each side, just like the 3530. And then the little hole where the plug goes has been covered up by this little vent here. And there we have it. Okay, so here I have some of the other generator cars that I have here in my collection. And here I'm just going to give you guys a basic idea of some of the changes that were made over the years, and just to give you guys a better idea on how they were all made. Now, starting off with the 3530, and of course this is the 1998 reissue. We got the wire connectors underneath, as well as the rollers. Then we have the sliding door here, which has the little trigger mechanism that it goes over to turn on the power. We also got the orange generator. We also have these little portholes, which are not plugged in. And then we have our little socket on top for the wire to the telephone pole. Next up, we have the 6530 Fire car. And of course, this car doesn't really do anything because it doesn't have the connectors on the bottom. It's got the plastic couplers. Well, it's got plastic trucks and couplers, I should say. The portholes are kind of hollow. There's no generator inside. And then the little socket for the plug has been removed. And of course, this is based off the 1956 version. This car didn't really come out until 1961, I believe. But this was kind of one of the cheaper cars that were made by Lionel during the time. And then, like I showed with the Union Pacific here, this car doesn't really do that much either, but it's in much better, well, the quality of this car is in much better condition. We got the metal trucks and couplers, we got the black tank. Then we open the doors, we can see we got the generator inside. We got the portholes filled, the little portholes filled in. Got a nice Union Pacific logo. And like I mentioned before, the socket where the plug goes in has been removed and it's been replaced by this little vent. So that's pretty much that, and I will show you guys all of these cars in operation in just a little bit. But anyway, let's go ahead and start to wrap up the video here. Now that pretty much wraps up everything that me and my dad picked up at the train show a couple of months ago. It was a whole lot of fun, and we really made some great deals while we were down there. Now before we go, I just wanted to remind you guys that I picked up the Pennsylvania Torpedo while I was at the train show as well. So in case you guys haven't seen the review on that just yet, I'll make sure to leave a link down in the description so that way you guys can go give that video a watch. So as always, thank you all for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell down below for any other projects that I upload. But until next time, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in my next episode. Thanks again, and take care.